Atlantic City is more than a vacation spot. It's your livelihoods. It's how you support your families. Now, this city has its share of big names on big buildings. But you and I know it was built by small businesses and the people who work to make it happen here. You've got a city council and a mayor working hand in hand. And if your governor would start doing his job instead of following Donald Trump around holding his coat, maybe we could really get New Jersey's economy moving again. And as the people of Atlantic City know better than anyone, Donald Trump cannot do the job for American workers and businesses. Donald Trump says he's qualified to be president because of his business record. Now, 3 weeks ago, he said, and I quote, "I'm going to do for the country what I did for my business." Now, you know, when he says things like that, he's probably hoping nobody will check up on what he has said. Because what he did for his businesses and his workers is nothing to brag about. In fact, it's shameful. And every single voter in America needs to know about it, so we don't let him do to our country what he did to his businesses. According to the Donald, isn't he supposed to be some kind of amazing businessman? So it's fair to ask, since he is applying for a job, what in the world happened here? Now, his excuse for all this failure is that Atlantic City just went downhill, that it's not his fault. But don't believe it. His businesses were failing long before the rest of the town was struggling. I want you to understand what he did here in Atlantic City is exactly what he will do if he wins in November. Step one, give a huge tax cut to millionaires like himself. Step two, add trillions to our national debt. Step three, he suggested we could just default on our national debt like he defaulted on his business debt. It is the same scam over and over again, and make no mistake, he's not asking for forgiveness, he's just hoping we forget. The people he's trying to convince to vote for him now are the same people he's been exploiting for years. Working people, small business people, trying to support their families. If he wants to make America great again, maybe he should start by actually making things in America again. We need to write a new chapter in the American dream, and it sure cannot be Chapter 11. Donald Trump is temperamentally unfit to be President of the United States.
But no man, even in that circumstance, has a right to touch her. No man has a right to touch her. Period. Period. Period.